Happy Tuesday, Barstow. Here is a live look outside at our morning. The temperature is currently 58 degrees with clear skies. Stay tuned for more about the weather after the intro.
Good morning, Barstow. I'm Shola.
And I'm Sage. As promised, we have the weekly weather animation made by Caden. Roll it.
Well, it looks like the weather will be perfect for the final week of fall sports. Finishing up their season, cross country had a conference meet on Saturday. For the girls, Sage Holmes finished 4th and earned all conference honors. Elise Finn finished 14th and Phoebe Browsh finished 15th.
Girls won 3rd place as a team and boys won 4th. Congratulations, everyone. Also, boys soccer will be having their first district game today at St. Paul against Casey Lutheran. They've been working very hard, so be sure to wish them luck.
Congratulations, volleyball, for defeating South Harrison last night. They will be playing Summit Christian on Wednesday at 6:15. So, do you remember the 6th grade read aloud and advisory?
I do. We read The 14th Goldfish.
Well, the 6th graders are participating in the read aloud this week, so here's a piece about it.
So, in advisory in 6th grade right now, we are participating in the Global Read Aloud, where each of the 4 homeroom teachers is reading this book, which is called 11 by Tom Rogers. During advisory time, the kids just sit, actually riveted, listening to me read. It is a chance for the students to sort of unwind a little bit, decompress, not have work hanging over their head, but just sit and listen. And then we talk about the story a little bit. Through this program, the Global Read Aloud, they choose several books every year for middle school kids. We choose the 1 or 2 that we want to do with our kids. We can connect with those other schools around the country, around the globe, that are also reading this book, because who knows, maybe kids in France would have a different perspective than kids in Long Island or in California or in Argentina. How do they react to the story compared to kids in other parts of the country, in other parts of the world?
Great piece. In other news, the Barstow debate team is off to a great start at the Heart of Texas Invitational. Kristen Tingle and Tyler Durwood are the first Barstow students to compete in the eliminations round at the competition.
Also, congratulations to Julia Butch, Ariza Nanji, Sam Short, Taha Finiswala for competing in the varsity division as well.
Shola, are you taking Spanish?
Yeah, actually I am. I'm in Spanish too with Mr. Pepin.
Well, the Spanish 5 AP classes, along with Ms. Hovitz's painting 1 and 2, have a field trip tomorrow to the Mattie Road Center. Have fun.
Also, this Friday at 6:30 is the bonfire and game night planned by Student Council at the patio. Be sure to check it out. It looks like that's all we have for you today, Barstow. I'm Shola.
And I'm Sage. Before we end our show, here's a piece by Jill and Caroline catching us up on the pre-K.
the beginning of the year, the first few weeks, we really spend time trying to figure out what the kids know. So we start by going over letters of the alphabet, asking them to identify numbers and letters. Then we move into building our projects around enhancing those skills. So we do a lot of number identification, a lot of letter identification within some of the creations that they make. But we also do something called Jolly Phonics, where the kids are learning the sound of the letters. So right now we're learning about community helpers. So one of the projects that we did was we made a fire hose out of paper. The kids helped measure it out, and so they had to put cubes in lines of 5, and each stick was 1, and so they would measure it all the way down the hose. We're about halfway through our unit. I'd say the fire hose activity was one of the favorites of the kids, which makes it a favorite of mine to see that they're grasping concepts from the fun things that they're doing. We only have units planned out through, well, kind of through Christmas, through wintertime. For right now, we're kind of going weekly. We're doing community helpers right now, and then we're gonna go into fall for the first day of fall. We'll do a grandparents theme coming up to the Grandparent Day celebration. And then after that, we're gonna go into some space units because the kids have really been interested in space since the eclipse happened. And at the end of that unit, we're gonna go to a museum and do a space exploration. But really part of what we strive for in our curriculum is to do an interest-based theme. So like the kids are really interested in space, so we're gonna do a space theme and then have their interests and their questions drive the projects that we create for them or that they help create for themselves. You never know what day you're gonna have. You could have a day where the kids are just tired from the school week and they're really quiet and they want to hold your hand or they want to hug you or they want to just read a book. Or you have the days where they are all playing the same thing at the same time together. They're working together.
Look, how many? How many?
My favorite thing about this age is that they're just starting to come into their personalities and they're starting to work together. I really enjoy helping them create those first friends. Talking them through conflicts is sometimes challenging, but one of the most rewarding things to see them grow and become more unique as they grow into their personalities.